Of the many things you need to get in order to access all the content Hogwarts Legacy offers, one of the most important is collecting enough Demiguise statues so that you can upgrade your Alohomora to level 3 and get rid of any lock you find on your travels. Let's speed up this rather time-consuming activity by looking at where these statues are located and what is the fastest route you can use to reach them. There are a total of 30 hidden on the map, but you actually do not need to get them all if your only goal is to upgrade your unlocking charm. You are going to need 9 for the second level upgrade and another 13 for the third and final level. Also remember that you can only collect Demiguise statues at night, and that you can change from day to night or vice versa via your in-game map. For easier reference, I'll divide them into 2 categories: the statues that you can collect immediately with your basic spell and the ones that require already having level 2. Let's get to it with the ones that you can collect in Hogwarts with a level 1 Alohomora. Starting from the astronomy wing, you need to travel to Professor Fig's classroom, get inside the class and into his office, where you'll clearly see the statue to the left of the fireplace. On to the next, you need to travel to the astronomy wing again, but this time to Transfiguration classroom. When you appear, turn around and enter the double doors on your left. Go further down the corridor and down to the stairs to your right, following the path until you see a large dragon statue on your left. Continue to follow the corridor and unlock the room immediately on your left, which is the Muggle Studies classroom. The statue is to the right behind some columns. Now you need to travel to the Bell Tower wing using Hogwarts North exit. When you appear, turn around to face towards Hogwarts and go on your left to follow the wall. You'll soon see some stairs that go upwards. Ignore them and keep going forward to open the door right under them. You'll find the statue on a crate to your right. Next, travel to the Great Hall. When you appear, hug the wall to your right and go across the hall until you see a door with a level 1 lock. Once you get inside, the statue is right in front of you on the table. For the next one, you need to travel to the library annex, specifically to Divination classroom. Go up the stairs until you reach the ladder to get inside. Climb it and you'll see the statue on Professor Onai's desk. To grab the next one, you need to travel to the library annex once more, but this time to the actual library. Turn to your left and go to the other side in order to access the restricted section, which is where you have been with Sebastian during the main quest. Go down the stairs and keep following the path. Although it seems complicated, there is only one way to go really. When you reach a door in front of you, you'll see the statue on your left next to a lamp. For the following one, you need to travel to the south wing, specifically to Faculty Tower. When you appear, go all the way in front of you until you see the spiral stairs on your left. Go all the way down, pass through the corridor with the portraits that play music, and keep following the path until you reach the second door on your left, which is the one protected by a level 1 lock. Get inside and make your way to the bathroom stall that has an out of order sign. The statue will be right in front of you as soon as you enter. Well done, you have now collected all Demiguises from Hogwarts that do not require having Alohomora level 2, so it's time we take a look at those you can collect in Hogsmeade with a level 1 Alohomora. To start things off, travel to Tomes and Scrolls. Once inside, go behind the counter and get to the room in the back, where you will immediately see the statue in front of the window. On to the next, make your way to Hogsmeade. Once inside, go behind the counter to the room in the back, and you'll once again immediately see the statue on some crates on your left. Just as a reminder, if you followed me up to this point, you now have 9 statues that you can turn into Mr. Moon to get your first Alohomora upgrade, which will enable you to open level 2 locks and grab all 30 statues, since there are no Demiguises hidden behind a level 3 lock. Having said that, we can continue our journey onwards to the next statue, which is waiting for you at the 3 broomsticks. Upon entering, take the stairs on your left and go all the way up until you eventually reach a door that is locked. Once inside, you'll see the statue right in the center of the room. No need to cover great distances to get to the next one. As soon as you get out of the 3 broomsticks, turn to your left and reach the first house you see that has a door with a level 1 lock. Once inside, go up the stairs to find the statue on the 2nd floor. The following statue is in Gladrag's wizardwear. Turn to your right upon entering and you'll see it on the counter in plain sight. It doesn't get much easier than that, to be honest. For the next, you need to travel to North Hogsmeade. When you appear, turn around in order to make your way towards Brood and Peck. Once you have crossed the little bridge and you see the shop on your left, go to the house on the opposite side of the street with a level 1 lock. You'll see the statue on your right upon entering the house, sitting above the fireplace. The following one is in a house behind Honeydukes. The easiest way to avoid getting lost is to fast travel to North Hogsmeade once again. When you appear, turn to your left and go on the stairs you see, taking the road leading to the back of the main village. The house is the solitary one to your right, protected by a level 1 lock. You'll see the statue on your right immediately upon entering. Alright, you have now collected the 14 statues in both Hogwarts and Hogsmeade that did not require having Alohomora level 2, but since you definitely got it at this point, it's time to clear the remaining ones before moving to the Highlands, so we now go back to Hogwarts for the level 2 statues. Travel to the Astronomy Wing in the Transfiguration Courtyard. When you appear, turn around and enter the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. You'll see a door on the right with a level 2 lock. Once you get inside, you can't miss the statue on your left. On to the next, travel to the Bell Tower Wing in the Beast Classroom. When you appear, turn around and get inside Professor Howin's house. You'll find the statue in her bedroom on your right. For the following one, you need to travel to the Library Annex, specifically to the Potions Classroom. When you appear, go straight through the doors in front of you and keep to your left, taking the stairs that go down. Follow the corridor all the way until you see a door to your left with a level 1 lock. Open it and continue down the corridor until you get to the first door to your left, this time with a level 2 lock. The last Hogwarts statue sits right in front of you on a crate. Now that you've cleared out Hogwarts, it's about time we do the same to Hogsmeade with the level 2 statues. Looking at the door of Tomes and Scrolls, take a right to follow the road that goes inside the village and turn left at the first crossroad you encounter. Of the 3 houses you see on the left side, you need to unlock the one in the middle, protected by a level 2 lock. Once opened, you need to go up to the 2nd floor, and you'll see the statue right in front of you. To get to the next, you need to fast travel to West Hogsmeade. When you appear, take a right to reach the door to Pippin's Potions, and keep going towards the house right next to it, protected by a level 2 lock. Open it and proceed to the 2nd floor, where you'll find the final Hogsmeade Demiguise. You have now completed the majority of this enterprise by clearing out both Hogwarts and Hogsmeade, which means it's time for the Highlands to get robbed of all the statues they have. To start things out in your world map, you need to travel to the North Ford Bog, specifically to Pirapon Ford. Starting from the Floo Powder Point, take a right and go towards the center of the village. When you see the little bridge to your left, take a right for the house on the opposite side. Go up the stairs to the 3rd floor and you'll see the statue immediately on your left. For the next one, you need to travel to Hogsmeade Valley, in the northern town of Upper Hogsfield. When you appear, go straight towards the center of the village until you see a well to your right. Turn left to unlock the level 1 door of the first house you see with a giant wheel right next to it. The statue is sitting on a stool right in front of you. Next, you need to travel to South Hogwarts region, specifically to the village of Arranshire, to the east of Hogwarts. As soon as you appear, turn left and go for the small house you see that has a level 1 lock. The stairs on your left will take you to the 2nd floor, where you'll see the Demiguise statues on your right. Since a total of 22 statues are now in your possession, I bet at this point you know what that means. After the 9 you already gave to get your first Alohomora upgrade, you now have the remaining 13 you need to get your spell to its full power. Congrats, you can now open any lock you find in this game. However, there are still statues to be found in order to complete the quest, and since you got this far, you might as well finish the job. The next statue is also within South Hogwarts region, but this time in Lower Hogsmeade, the little town to the south of the school. When you appear, turn around and get to the house on your right. The statue is just over the door on the floor to your left. To get to the next, you need to travel to Hogwarts Valley, specifically in Brockborough. When you appear, follow the road you see to get towards the vendor. Stick to the right and go towards the house that also has a collection chest. Upon entering, you'll see the statue on the floor to your left. For the next, you need to remain in Hogwarts Valley, but this time travel to Kinbridge. As soon as you appear, go straight across the village to a house you see on your left, with a lot of pumpkins outside. Jump over the wall and get inside. The statue is on the table right in front of you. On to the next, you need to travel to the Feldcroft region, specifically in Feldcroft. When you appear, go around the main square on your left side, until you get to the house that's covered in ivy. Once inside, you'll find the statue on your left in front of the window. The following statue is always in Feldcroft region, this time in the southeastern town of Irondale. Starting from the Flue Powder Point, go northward and get to the first house you see on the right. It is the one with an NPC named Althea Twiddle right outside. Once you get inside, you'll find the statue behind the kitchen counter. Alright, we are almost there. Only 3 statues remain, but to get them you'll need access to the southern portion of the world map, which you can only access on foot via a tunnel within the area called Coastal Cavern. If you're unsure on how to get there, just select a random point of interest in Poitsir Coast and follow the trail. Once you get to the other side, make sure to travel to a Flue Powder point of your choice, so you no longer need to walk in order to access the southern part of the map. For the next Demiguise, you need to travel to Marunweem Lake, in the town of Marunweem. When you appear, follow the main road towards the center of the village until you reach the main crossroad with an NPC that is feeding chickens, and go to the house on the left protected by a level 1 lock. The statue is hidden behind the kitchen counter on your left. The following statue is located in Manor Cape, in the town of Bainburg. When you appear, turn left and follow the road towards the vendor, making sure you keep her on your right. Go past the bulletin board and reach the house with some pumpkins outside, protected by a level 2 lock. Once inside, you'll find the statue on your left, next to an armchair. The last Demiguise is in Crackcroftshire, in the town of Crackcroft. Follow the road to get to the town centre, towards the huge tree. When you get close enough to it, you'll see the vendor icon and you need to go towards it. Enter the house immediately behind the vendor and go up the stairs to the 2nd floor, where you'll find the last Demiguise statue on a nightstand. And there you have it, you have now successfully completed the collection of all Demiguise statues. I sincerely hope this guide has been helpful to you. Make sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more content. You'll also see a link to another Hogwarts Legacy video that you might find very useful. As always, thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.